It seems from your account that the real man in charge here was Obama, and maybe it was Obama who realized that, here is Trump, who is in a position now to undo all the things I have painfully done over the past 8 years. And so Obama had a powerful vested interest to want to delegitimize the Trump presidency. If you had to attach some weight of responsibility, would you put the head of the snake as Hillary or Obama?
I think Obama, because he was president, he was the one who set in train this whole Russia collusion hoax, and John Brennan. I mean, John Brennan is, I think. Comey is just a weak person, but and others have told me that. But John Brennan has been a malevolent force for a very long time, his entire career. I mean, he was a communist, a self-described, admitted communist when he was accepted into the CIA for some insane reason, I think during the Carter years. Why they would hire someone like that to be have such a sensitive role in the premier intelligence agency beats me. But anyway, they did, and he rose to the top. But yes, certainly Obama set that in train. He ordered these people to do it, and Brennan knew exactly what to do, and he did it, and with zeal. And then Hillary Clinton is culpable because, she's always very self-interested, but this was her way of trying to dirty up her opposition with this opposition research, and completely unscrupulous. And she just then went off on this insane jag because she just couldn't believe that she'd lost the election and blamed Comey and blamed Trump, blamed everybody. But I think Obama's more bloodless. He wanted to dirty up his successor. And so he did. He's very clever, though, and his fingerprints are not on a lot of things. He's also quite louche. He had a lot of influence among the people. He had almost a rock star status. So they would, walk over hot coals for him and I guess sacrifice themselves. I don't think anyone's ever going to pin anything on Barack Obama. But certainly, there are fingerprints here of John Brennan's, and I guess that the FBI under Kash Patel will be doing its best to follow those to their fullest extent.
It seems the Clintons have stayed one step ahead of the posse for like 3 decades. Obama, like you say, is maybe the most protected man in America. Do you think that if there were prosecutions of, let's say, Brennan and Comey, that would do enough to send a message that this kind of political targeting at the highest levels of the government is unacceptable? It seems that without some consequences, there's no reason to suspect that this won't happen again. And I would think that the overriding mission of the Trump Justice Department would be, look, it's not that we're trying to get retribution, but we do want to stop this dead in its tracks. Don't you think that some sort of prosecution is essential in order to send that message?
Absolutely. And look, I would have a list as long as your arm of people that ought to be investigated and brought to justice because of what they did. But I think 2 or 3 big scalps would suffice, because there needs to be a deterrent. The Democratic Party and their agents inside the deep state, and the media for that matter, need to understand that they can't do this. And obviously, they're trying to sabotage Trump again. He's more powerful. But then, so are they. And so it's a very difficult dance at the moment. And I think that by bringing some of these people to account, you are going to put the fear of God into the rest of them. I mean, I saw Mark Elias on, I think it was MSNBC, just yesterday or this morning. He looked panicked, and he said, I implore the media to not treat this Brennan story seriously. This is just a political get. And then hilariously, John Brennan gives a quote saying, deploring the leaks, what he calls the leaks about this this CIA review and the referral to the FBI. What a hypocrite, as if he hasn't been very familiar with leaks his entire career. The media was just as damaging to Donald Trump. I mean, they delivered the kill shots for the deep state over and over and over again. And I think we're getting wiser to that. But also, those media organs like the New York Times, like the Washington Post, and the various CNNs and ABCs and et ceteras, they are losing audiences. They're hemorrhaging audience because they've lost the trust of the public. When you demonize Donald Trump, you tell your audience that he is the devil incarnate.
This administration has its sleeves rolled up and streamlining some pretty monumental moves right now. Well, it's difficult for them to take your personal finances or mine into account when trying to do what's right for the country. You have to do that, and that's why tens of thousands of Americans are buying gold right now from Birch Gold. Here are some key facts. In the past 12 months, the value of gold has increased by 40%. Wow. Some central banks bolster demand for gold by buying in record quantities. Global instability and tension is among the highest in decades. But you might be able to find some financial security, some peace of mind in gold. Birch Gold makes it easy for you to convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold, or just buy some gold to store at home. Text my name, Dinesh, to 989898. Birch Gold will send you a free information kit on gold. There's no obligation, just useful information. Birch Gold has an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. Tens of thousands of happy customers. You can trust Birch Gold. Protect your savings today. Text the word Dinesh to 989898.